So, hello there. My name's Bailey. Um, Today I kind of want to talk about a very common verse. I feel like a lot of people have heard it or know it. If not, right on. This is awesome because I'm sure if you keep seeking, you're going to hear it a lot. It's Jeremiah 29:11, but I'm going to take it on a little bit more. So, the common verse is, For I know that I have. Let me try that again. For I know the plans I have for you. This is the Lord's declaration. Plans for your welfare, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. And I remember that verse. It kept ringing in my head. But my life wasn't looking so much like my welfare was doing so good. I was constantly in crap and drama and prison, in and out 3 years, 2 years, and then got isolation for 9 months. Yeah, I wasn't so sure, man, of God's plans at this point. I sat down, I kind of cried out. So I want to take it deeper. A lot of us, we can't just stop. I mean, you can, but I recommend that you go deeper. So these plans he's talking about that he has. Let me just go ahead and state today where I'm at now. I'm like maybe 7 months, almost 8 months clean. I have came up faster than I ever thought I would, or impossible. I mean, things have just, and because I made this commitment to seek God. I'm going all in. I mean, like, it gets to that point, like, giving all of your heart to Him, to the same way, I guess, you would any relationship, really. I'm gonna read on a little bit more before I go on. It says, you will call to me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you search me with all of your heart. I will be found by you. This is the Lord's declaration. Since His word is bond, I mean, it's legit, it's 100, it's something to be guaranteed on. I was wondering why my life, it's not checking out. His word didn't seem so good. But I went down that part. When you search me with all of your heart. So, take a minute to get really real with yourself for a second. And you think about things. For me, I was like, okay. Whenever I put all my heart into something. When I was younger, it was like skateboarding, man. I woke up, I thought about it, I planned about it, I had future hopes and dreams for it. Then I kind of got wrapped up in the drug scene, and then it was a little bit of that mixed with my more relationships I would get into. And I put them first, and I watched how when I put all my heart into something because I love them or I loved it, man, I put sweat, sleepless nights. I made myself almost miserable for it. I mean, I think about when I love someone. I mean, like, I would sacrifice doing things I wanted to do to make that person happy. And sometimes I'm ungrateful, man. And I mean, that kind of sucks too. But I'm looking at my life like, what is it like when I put all my heart into something? And then I sat down and I told God, I was like, I haven't given you all my heart. And I think that applies for maybe a lot of us. The reason this scripture ain't hitting and checking out is because you ain't giving all your heart into it. If you sit down and you're really real with yourself, when you give all your heart, man, look at what you're giving all your heart to right now. Or then. And you just kind of start from there. The same way you would do that, start applying it here. I know it's hard. God's mystical and He's here and there, and it's a whole lifetime to work on and be in a relationship with. So He's promises this, man, and I guarantee it. I'm right here. I promise you. So when I've now turned everything over, and I'm with all my heart, God. I put relationships on the side for a minute. I put everything else because I need to know if you were real. My life was sucking. There was disaster. My welfare wasn't doing good. I wasn't doing good. I was tired of the drama. I was tired of lying to myself, which, man, that's the worst one, because when you believe your own lies, that sucks, man. I was tired of the person I became and losing the good people I had, and it just sucked. I was broken. Point blank period. I was fed up, man. So, this promise is actually checking out. It's quite true, man. I'm searching him with all my heart. I go to Celebrate Recovery Friday nights, man. I'm trying to get in there. Saturday, sometimes I'll run to a service here. I'll run like, I'm looking for you, man. I'm hunting for you like I used to hunt for a drug, dog. Sorry, sometimes I still get a little slang. But I want to find you, man. And those first no's or those roadblocks, man, when I wanted to get my high, I didn't stop at my first no. And sometimes I left my homies behind if they didn't want to come with because I wanted to go get my fix. Skirt. Now I've turned it around. Now I'm going after you like this, God. I chase you like I did that temporary high. And thus far, man, things it still do. I get dog tired. There's still drama around, but it's handled on a more level, balanced way. It's great. It's I came from work, ran to church. I'm trying to make this video right now. Okay, something else I wanted to point out. Not just Jeremiah 29:11. Things do get better, and He does help you prosper. Maybe not in the way you want, but in the way He knows. You've forgotten a lot more, man. We start slipping and getting into this world of tough get got type of mentality, and He breaks you back down to like honorable things, like work hard, do the right thing just because it's the right thing to do. You learn about His love and forgiveness, man, and that's a huge motivator for me because I know how it felt when I was disrespected and hurt, in the human nature and in the world. Get even, kind of, right? But in His mentality, it's forgive to be forgiven. So now I practice forgiving myself too. Is a hard one, but I think of when somebody hurt me, how bad I wanted to get back at them. And I had to really love that person. Like, when you, I mean, it's easy to forget people you love, and you get fed up with it after a time. Man, God's got such long suffering and patience, endurance. I know there's a due date, but wow, He's outlasted everybody through. I don't even want to go into listing all that stuff. I don't think I have time to, but sorry, let me get back on Him. So, and I love the book of Hosea. You ever want to hear your little love story about, like, who you are, who He is? He's like that perfect, faithful lover you always wanted. And then we're like that prostitute that just goes out and keeps cheating on you, getting with all the wrong people, all this. And He's patient, and that type of love, man, if that don't stir something in your heart, you straight up callous, dog. You cold-hearted. If hell's hot, this world's cold, man, and that's not... It's no way to live in either or. When you walk with God, you kind of start getting this warmness with it, and it's comforting. And you walk with your head high again, and you don't let the past eat you up because you didn't have the knowledge. You start getting as you keep seeking and learning. So in Hosea 4:6, it says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." The verse always hits me, man. No wonder life was sucking. No wonder I was getting destroyed. I ain't living as He was recommending. I wasn't doing the things that Proverbs and things of wisdom in this book says. I wasn't going off God's knowledge. I'm going off world knowledge. And I can sound Von Sway, use big words, and it still didn't get me nowhere. Shoot, I could even work hard to do all this, but inside there was still turmoil. Also, something else that kind of hit on me was Job 36:12, and it says, "But if they do not listen, they perish and die without knowledge. Man, I'm trying to think of all my homies I've lost. That's the reason I try to make these videos now. I try to reach out because this is legit. It's real, man. I get it. Tooth Fairy wasn't real. Okay, you found that one out. Santa Claus wasn't real. Yeah, that broke your heart too. Easter Bunny? What kind of bunny lays eggs? And you get this kind of mentality, well, is God real? Yeah, he's very real. Probably the most realest thing I've come across, and it's just hard because I'm in this flesh and I want things I can touch and feel and see, and I was looking for them in all the wrong ways because of how social media has advertised gods like Thor, and I love my superheroes, don't get me wrong, but they're God's humble, man, and his plans, it's all a matter of your heart, like what he works with. Are you gonna sit and you gonna be honest, you're gonna get real with yourself? Because that's where it starts, man. I could point out this and I could point out that, or I can like observe it. But from my own life experience, man, it sucked, man. And I love my friends from the past. I love them, and I still do, and I care about them. And I try to reach out, but I also know that they have the same option to do what I'm doing now. It's just, I pray for them. I pray they get the courage to stand up and just be like, to walk away from it. Because I mean, like, hands down, they seem like strangers. There's a whole group of people, I promise you, a whole group of strangers you don't even know that are waiting for you. I mean, we love when that new believer's coming. They want to learn more. We feed that dude, and they're there to help me, and it's just, I'm blown away by how many people are out there for God. And not all of them, and that's the tricky part too, you know what I mean? God can only see that hard part, but God can use anything. He says, I turn curses into blessings, so I guess my shout out today is God knows the plans he has for you. This is his declaration. He will help you prosper, and he will look after you and help you. But he can't do that if you ain't willing. How can I help somebody that keeps trying to do it on their own, or keeps trying to do it the way the world says, or keeps trying to do it the way that's comfortable? Here's the challenge. I want you to think about anything you've ever sought with all your heart. I mean, to the fullest. Something you were passionate about. Give that a whirl. Try that out with God. Snoop them out. Start reading these scriptures, man. Don't give up. I mean, when you learn about a sin, just be like, oh, man, I'm guilty of that. Start confessing it. Don't tell people, oh, that's all right, so-and-so does it. Oh, it's all right, that's a social thing. Everybody does it. Starts with, hey, man, I'm struggling with this, dude. I'm really having a hard time with it. This is one of my sins, and I agree with you, God. You said this is a sin. Thank you for loving me, and I support, even if it hurts me, to break me and get me through that. So, I hope you guys can start right where you're at and see what those plans are. FYI, penitentiary time is that's like the synagogue, man. Your time slowed down. You might have, like, your little jobs, this and that. You ain't got to pay bills, man. You ain't got to worry about any of that. And I love that about that. Sign up. Just get like a little Bible study or something like that. Just start educating yourself. Real knowledge. Not this world crap. Nothing big science books, man. Not that stuff. I mean, eternal knowledge. Things that'll just, like, put the rest to shame. If you give it your all. You guys take care, and I hope God blesses you and gives you the hunger and that courage to stick up for him, because he's had your back 100. When he said take a bullet for you, man, he took 2 bullets, straight nails through the wrist and the feet. Don't forget that. Only one that really took a punishment for you. Later.